Awesome. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Insecurity We Trust. I am your host, Allie. You can find me online at Ending with Allie. And today we have a really awesome host, really awesome guest that I'm excited to have live with us. We have the XSS Rat, who goes by Rat. But hi, welcome to the chat. How are you?
Thank you very much for hosting me. I really appreciate it. I'm in a little bit of pain, but nothing unusual. I'm happy I'm alive, so I can't
Oh my God.
complain.
That's awesome. Oh, I'm sorry that you're in pain. What a bad way to start. What a bad Monday then. I'm sorry, but I'm
It's
glad you're
like
here.
it's a normal day for me, so it doesn't really matter. And it's in a relative scale, I have less pain than normal, so I'm not complaining.
You know what? Than that's better than most. So that's awesome. Glad to hear you're having a good day. And for those who are just tuning in and listening for the first time, I love to ask the guests to introduce themselves because I always feel like guests cover what they want other people to hear. So, can you take a couple minutes and just introduce yourself to the audience?
Of course. So my name is thexssrat. How was I born? Well, basically because I wanted to do pen testing really badly. Nobody wanted to hire me, so I did my OSCP exam, got that first try. Then I did like a lot of other auxiliary things. They still didn't want to hire me at the salary that I was expecting. So I was like, let's go do bug bounties and show them that I have what it takes and what they're expecting of me. And I got like 30 valid vulnerabilities in like 2 months' time. So that was like the moment that I realized, why the hell am I actually going for a company? Why would I not work for myself? Like the prices are better. The thing is just that the risk is higher, but I'll just have to accept that. So then I started and I was like, okay, I can't start immediately because I know pen testing is much more than just hacking. So I'll just go for a couple of years on YouTube. I'll build up my audience. I'll learn how to interact with clients, how to do the real hacking stuff. And it really went well, to be honest. I grew like crazy. I sell a lot of courses, which is basically aimed at web hacking, API hacking. I have my own certification, which a couple people have taken by now. And it's really fun because in my own certification, I really like to handle people like I would like them to be handled in my company. What do I mean by that? You're a hacker, you're a target. So you have to behave like a target. I train people to behave like a target, to expect scope changes, to be able to handle everything, not just the hacking part. That's what I want to train people in live boot camps, in courses that I sell. Basically, that's part of my operation, and another is my pen testing company itself, where I work myself and I work with several freelancers on a regular basis to do assignments from all over the world, basically. That is my bread and butter. That's what I do during the day. But in my fun time, I work on hackerrats.com. HackerRats is a platform where you can actually earn by earning some karma, solving some questions, and then buy courses or vouchers. If you really need a voucher, I'm always of the principle that knowledge should be free, but free of money, not free of effort. Why is that? Because I've noticed as well that when I just give away courses, thousands of courses, a lot of people won't take advantage of that opportunity. And I myself like that as well. If I get a free can of soda in the mall, I don't appreciate that free can of soda as much as when I buy myself a can of soda for $2. I'm like, dang, that's $2 in my hand. Whereas the free can, it's a free can. So anyway, long story short, who am I? I'm a pen tester. I'm an ethical hacker. I'm a cybersecurity engineer. And I'm also a QA engineer. I also do a lot of QA work because I think that security is a software quality characteristic, but I believe in all of the quality characteristics. So I also do performance testing, got my expert certification in performance testing, got JMeter certifications, basically the whole shebang. And then I got my ISTQB, technical test analyst, so I can do unit testing as well and basically test automation. That's it. Sorry if that's a little bit long-winded.
No, 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 not at all. I think, you've done so much and you do so much that it's a great high level summary of everything. And I just have to say that I absolutely love one specific thing you said that like super jumped out at me. Free of money, but not free of effort. Is that like is that, I don't want to say a catchphrase of yours, but is that like a recurring quote that you say a lot? Because I feel like it's so good.
Yeah, I think it's really a powerful message to bring across because I do think that if you really want something, you really have to put in the effort to get it. All the things that are worth something, you need to put in the effort for it. Good things don't come for free. And it's the same with courses. Everything we offer for free usually gets discarded in a bin, like a free game. You never play a free game usually. Like if you've gotten it for free, you won't like it as much. I have a Steam library with 60 games I've gotten for free over the years, which I've never touched, and it's like AAA games. And it's real funny how that works. Same goes for hacker ads, for example. I see people who really want items. I am the admin, so I can just give myself items. And I always think, is this item useful or not? Is it useful? And you see people really working towards that goal, which is awesome to see. I really like that. I know that if they work hard and if they put in the right amount of effort in the right places, because a lot of people think you can just keep on grinding and grinding and grinding and then get there eventually. That's not how it works. You need to put in the right effort in the right places, then you're going to get there. But it everything takes a while. Everything good takes a while, and you always have to put yourself in uncomfortable situations because in this field you're going to keep learning. By uncomfortable, I mean unknowns. You're going to face a lot of unknowns in your career, and you have to be able to handle that and to adapt towards that. And it's not for everybody. I'm not gonna lie. Not everybody is able to continuously expose themselves to things they don't know and keep on being motivated to coming back to that stuff. But if you are able to do that's fantastic. Then you're going to get very far. Sorry to get
Yeah.
offended.
No, that's amazing. Like, there's so many things that we could bring up from here. And I want to talk about one thing you said, that like hard work and putting in the right amount of effort to achieve the things that you want. I think this like rolls into your story of joining the industry, where people weren't like giving you the time of day, and so you just went on and did the thing that you wanted to do. Um, Tell me about that story, about how you were able to overcome this. Like, what kept you motivated?
For me, what kept me motivated is that I don't like TV. I don't like to watch TV or play games anymore, or I don't really have a hobby. Like, what I like is theme parks, but you can't always spend your time in theme parks. So I was like, what am I gonna do? And especially in winter when the sun goes down very, very early. Like, I have a kid now, but when she goes to bed, I still have several hours of doing nothing, and I don't like doing nothing. It doesn't really feel good, doesn't really feel fulfilling. I like to do the things in the way that I like to do them. I'm very, very stubborn, and people also will notice that in my pen testing, probably I do it differently. I have a very different method than most companies, I think. What we try to deliver is repeatable test cases. I don't do one-time test cases. Why not? Because we're in an industry with agile release cycles that's going to release more and more and more. So it's really important to get continuous development and continuous integration for security testing. So that is something that really helps keep me motivated. Of course, if I'm a stubborn bastard, then I won't give up very easily. And that's a
Yeah.
big thing, like failing hard and failing fast. That helped me a lot.
Yeah. Um, so on this idea of motivation, uh, we have a lot of people in the industry who want to get started. And to be honest, I love to kind of take these conversations that I have here and almost make them like personal mentorship sessions. And I'm like, how can I spin these questions to be questions that answer my questions, but would be more applicable? And one of the things that you said was put yourself in the unknowns. And some people just don't have the ability to stay there. So, when you see someone really wants something and they just don't know how to stay motivated in it, how do you help them come through this barrier? What are some pieces of advice you would give them?
Always go back to the reason you got into the field in the first place. It's super easy to lose sight of tracks or to lose sight of the things that you're doing. Especially if you're like if you look at our industry, it's huge, massive. And what's really important there is you get an industry with a goal, but is that goal solid? Yes or no? If your goal's not solid, you're working towards nothing. You're working towards thin air. If your goal is too far away, you're also working towards thin air. What's really important is those baby steps. You're going to get far, but only by taking baby steps. Huge leaps aren't really taken in this industry, at least not in that sense. You really need to take it one step at a time. So if you really, if you're able to do that, you need, or if you want to be able to do that, you need to have a goal that you can break down in specific time blocks, preferably time blocks lasting no longer than a few hours. And then you can put that on a timeline for yourself, which gives you a goal for when to reach it. It gives you a step by step guide. It gives you something to work towards that's yours, that you really want to do. And that is important to stay motivated. Like, do the things that you want to do the goal that you want to achieve. Make sure you work towards that, but do it step by step and make sure that you don't get sidetracked because you there's always sidetracks. Just write them down for later. There can be a
Yeah.
secondary goal.
So, I'm super curious when you think of a task that you want to do, like vulnerability hunting, for example, you time box that, but how do you actually break that down into a goal? How do you break that down into a hour by hour goal, like as you said? Or is this buy my course and find out? Not like that's a bad thing, but
No, absolutely not. In fact, if you want to, like, just shoot me a message. I'll give you my courses for free if you can afford it.